I'm going to start this video off like I started my last one. I am filming my wrap-up and my TBR video on the same day. So if you see me in the same outfit, no, you don't. I'm not one that's going to go and change a shirt just to film a video because I'm lazy. So here we go. Welcome back, you guys. We're going to do our November wrap-up. Wow. I'm very excited. I read 15 books in the month of November. I did get into a little bit of a book hangover after I read Iron Flame, so that's why I didn't read as many. But here we go. Here is my November wrap-up. So we're just gonna, it's in no particular order because I don't remember the order. Not first of all because I don't remember the order, but I read the first 4 books in the Zodiac Academy series. These were all rereads for me. Except for the novella, The Origins of an Academy Bully. I gave this 3 stars. I mean, it was good. You get 2 characters' points of view that kind of show you why they are the way that they are at the start of the series. So nothing too extraordinary, but it was still good. The first book I gave 4 stars. This is a bully romance. Okay, first of all, it's basically a fae world that's a mirror to ours. They look exactly like us and it has magic. I like the series. I eat it up. Is it good? No. Am I addicted? Yes. Will I finish the series? Probably, because I mean, I'm rereading it. It's very hard to explain. Basically, it's these 2 sisters that grew up in our world. When they turn 18, they find out that they are the lost fae princesses of this world of Solaria. And they have to go into the Zodiac Academy. They have to graduate in order to get their inheritance and be able to claim the throne. When they get there, we have 4 heirs that of each, it's an elemental magic system. So earth, fire, wind, and water. And so there are 4 heirs. One is the most powerful in each element. And their families have been ruling the kingdom ever since the twins' parents died. And so when they come back, it's a bully romance. They want them to leave because they're like, we're supposed to take over. You're not fixing to take our throne from us. So the first book is it's not hard to get through, but it is intense. So if you're not used to bully romances, then I don't know. The second book is better. I'm not going to tell you much about it, just that we get a little bit of a revenge arc. So I gave the first book 4 stars, the second book 5. The Reckoning, in this book, they have, the Reckoning is like this big test you have to go through at the end of your first semester at Zodiac Academy in order to be able to stay for the rest of your time there. So we just follow the twins as they go through their trials and the Reckoning and all of that. Also, each fae, they have an order. So you can, you can shift into, so you have dragon shifters, unicorn, it's a bunch of stuff. I gave that one 5 stars. And then Shadow Princess, book 4, I gave 5 stars. This series, the authors are called the Twisted Sisters for a reason because all of their books end on terrible cliffhangers. But anyway, so then, well, not then because I don't know the order, but I read Once Upon a Broken Heart and The Ballad of Never After. I gave Once Upon a Broken Heart 4 stars, and The Ballad of Never After I gave 5 stars. This book was so freaking good. So basically, this is about the Prince of Hearts, Jax. He is a fate, and when he has a kiss that if you are not his one true love will kill you. So basically, we follow this girl Evangeline that the man that she is in love with is about to get married, and she wants to stop the wedding. So she makes a deal with Jax. And in order for him to stop the wedding, she has to give him 3 kisses anytime of his choosing. And it can be with any one of his choosing. So, love this series. I can't wait to read the last one in December. So, definitely a 5-star series for me. I really want to order the, I'll pop it up here if I remember, the UK covers. They are beautiful. I want them so bad. I read the next book in the Magnolia Park series, Daisy Hates. I gave this book 3 stars, I believe. I gave Magnolia Parks 4. I definitely like Magnolia's storyline better than Daisy's. But anyway, this is like Gossip Girl set in London, and the first 2 books and the second 2 books follow the same timeline, but told in 2 different people's perspective. So the first book is told in Magnolia and BJ's perspective. The second book is told in Daisy and Christian's perspective, along with her brother Julian. I'm not going to tell you much because it'll spoil, but very toxic. Magnolia and BJ remind me of Chuck and Blair from Gilmore Girls. Not Gilmore Girls, Lord. Gossip Girl. So, but yeah, I like the series. Definitely like Magnolia and BJ more, but... And that's kind of like not a popular thing because usually Daisy Hates is like the more popular one because everybody loves her brother. And I do love her brother, but I like Magnolia and BJ more. All right. Iron Flame. Let's just get the elephant out of the room. I gave this book, when I got done reading, I gave it 5 stars. But now that I think about it, I think I'm going to lower it down to 4.5. I can't really tell you how much about it because it'll ruin Fourth Wing for you if you haven't read it. But this book, and I see what people mean. Like, a lot of people have said that you can sit down and read it and feel like you're getting nowhere. And that's because that chonker of a book, Crescent City, I'm not going to pull it down. This book is longer than that. While there's less pages, there's more words. So that's why I felt like I wasn't getting anywhere. Like, the font is teeny tiny and it's tall. So... But I loved it. I love this series. Some of the stuff could have been taken out. It could have been at least 100 pages shorter. At least, if not more. But I loved it. I'm excited for the second one. The cliffhanger, like, I need to know what happens next, Rebecca. And I've heard that the next one isn't coming out till December of next year. I'm going to need to come out before then. Let's see. I read The Cat and Mouse Duet. Haunting and Hunting Adeline. I gave the first one 4 stars. The second one 3 stars. I read the second one in a reading log and I told you a little bit about like my thoughts on it. But most of my thoughts, like, it's very, very dark. Read your trigger warnings because it's a fun ride. It's a fun ride. But he's a stalker. He walks by the store one day and sees an author signing books and just falls instantly in love with her. And decides he's going to stalk her. And it's one of these where it's like, it's a touch her and you'll die. Yeah, it was a fun ride, but definitely dark. I would check your trigger warnings. And then the second one, the first one ends on a cliffhanger. The second one is darker. I didn't think it could get darker, but it does. And it could be at least 200 pages shorter. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to tell you much about this one because it'll spoil the first one, but yeah, at least 100 to 200 pages shorter because this one is like 600 pages, over 600 pages. So yeah. I read The Dead Romantics. I gave it 3.5 stars. I enjoyed my time while I was here. I think this was a case of right book, wrong time because I enjoyed it. Like, I read the first chapter and I was like, man, this is going to be good. And then, I don't know, I just lost interest. But I am excited to read 7 Year Slip by Ashley Poston. I am excited to read 7 Year Slip. I've heard great things about it. So, yeah. Not much more to say other than this is about our main character, Florence, and her family owns a funeral home. And she's a ghostwriter for a romance author. And not only that, but she can see ghosts. So, and one day she comes home because something happens. And she's at the funeral home and she sees her new boss there. And it goes on from there. So, I liked it. I recommend it. It was a fun time. One book that I loved, and I can't wait to read the third one, A Light in the Flame. I gave this 5 stars. I love this series. This is a like prequel series to the From Blood and Ash series. I definitely enjoy this series more than From Blood and Ash. I like the From Blood and Ash series, but this one is just chef's. I could not speak today. Chef's kiss. It is so freaking good. So we follow Niktos and Serafina. The only thing that I have to say about this is we have multiple characters with similar names. So you have Nektos and Niktos. Or Nektus and Niktos. Yeah. Like, very similar. The country's name is Lasagna. And in my head, I kept saying lasagna. But anyway. Other than that, 5 stars. I love this series. I love the love story in it. And I loved, like the things that were revealed to us in this, and I can't wait for the next one. I have the next one, and then there's supposed to be a 4th one coming out. It was supposed to be a trilogy, but as we all know, Miss Armentrout, she's going to milk it for all it's worth, even if it's going to be another book told like the From Blood and Ash series. The next book I have to read is A Soul of Ash and Blood, and it's just the 4th book, or the first book told from another character's perspective. Am I going to read it? Yes. Am I probably going to enjoy it? Yes. But it is what it is. DNF, Twisted Lies. I tried, y'all. I tried. This was in my finishing series I'm in the middle of vlog. It was just boring. I couldn't. Will I pick it up some other time? Maybe. I have the audiobook, so maybe I'll finish listening to it sometime, but just not today. Not today. All right, and then the last book is Addicted to You. This was a reread for me. I'm restarting the series over. I love this series. I gave this book 4.5 stars. Check your trigger warnings because we have two addicts. She's addicted to sex. He's addicted to alcohol. They're childhood best friends. They're in a fake dating relationship. And they're basically just enabling each other for almost all of this book. And a lot of it broke my heart because this is all from Lily's point of view. We do get Lo's point of view later on down in the series. I think it starts in book 3 that we get dual POV. But some of like her inner like dialogue to herself just kind of, it broke my heart. It really broke my heart. And so, yeah, I'm excited to continue on and see their growth journey and all of that. But yeah, so that is the 15 books that I read in the month of, not October, November. Oh, actually, I lied. I read 16 books, not 15. The last book I read was Belladonna. I gave this 5 freaking stars. This book was so good. I wish I would have tabbed it, and I didn't. So I'm going to reread this at some point and tab it. It's so freaking good. So basically, this is about our main character, Signa, and she can't die. She tries, and she can't. And we have our other main character, Death. So Signa was orphaned as a baby, and we follow her when she turns 19. She's been raised by a string of family members, and every time she's raised by them, Death comes and takes one away. They die. And we end up finding out why everybody she's lived with died. And we find out some things about her, about why she can't die, and why she's the only one that she can see ghosts, and why she's the only one that can see death. So I enjoyed it. I cannot wait to read the second one. The second one is Foxglove. I have it on my shelf ready to go. But yeah, so 16 books, not 15. Anyway, if you like this video, like, subscribe, join my Bookist community. It would make my day. Once again, if you see me wearing the same outfit, no, you didn't. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.